So here we have some division problems, all whole numbers, and we're going to give our answers as whole numbers with the remainders as fractions. So let's have a look at this. We've got 653 divided by 5. So how many times does 5 go into 653? So we have to set it up. We're going to set it up like this. So 653, and it's going to be divided by 5. So 5 is going to go into 653. So let's give it a go. First question to ask is 5 going into 6. How many times does 5 go into 6? It's once. And 1 times 5 is 5. And so there's 1 left over. So the remainder gets carried over to the next digit. So now the question is, how many times does 5 go into 15? So 5 into 15 is 3. And there are no remainders. So now the question is, how many times does 5 go into 3? And the answer is 0. And in this case, there are 3 left over. So remainder 3, but instead of remainder 3, we put the 3 over the original divisor, and that becomes 3 over 5. And we don't write remainder. So the final answer is 130 3/5. We go through the same process for this next one over here. So let's turn this into a format that we can actually use to solve. So 869. You can see I'm spreading out the digits a little bit because I know I'm going to be carrying remainders over as I go through the process of dividing. Divide by 6. Okay, so my first question is 6 going into 8. How many times does that happen? Happens once. And there are 2 left over, right? So 6 into 26, if I know my times tables, I know it's 4. So what is 4 times 6? That's 24, so there's 2 remainder. 6 into 29, again, that goes 4. And there are 5 left over, right? So 4 6s are 24, remainder 5. But we're not using remainders in this form. We're going to have our remainders as fractions. So again, it's 5 over the divisor, which is 6. So 5 over 6. And we take away this little symbol here, remainder. So the final answer is 144 5/6.